Yorkshire began the third day with the spin duo, Williamson and Rashid, bowling, possibly because of the light at the time. Barker possibly had a let-off as well as he edged to leg slip off Williamson, nearly taken by a plunket. And Bell edged to live at the slip off the same bowler, narrow escape. But the England player regained his composure and slammed a six down the ground off Rashid, a lovely shot. He continued to dominate for a time with a fine cut off Rashid going to the boundary. But after 50 minutes and a 50 partnership, the breakthrough. Barker played an airy shot and was caught behind off Plunkett for 20 with the score on 179. And a second wicket went down virtually straight away as Patterson entered the attack and struck with his fourth ball, bowling Patel through the gate for a duck. Moments later, Ian Bell was dropped, missed at leg slip by fellow England player Joe Root off Plunkett. Bell on 87, this one was travelling by the way, but probably should have been taken. Bell had been joined by Richard Jones, who survived a loud caught behind appeal off Plunkett. Bell got into the 90s, but both batsmen had some anxious moments as Yorkshire cranked up the pressure. Jones was not looking comfortable and Rashid claimed his first wicket, trapping him at LBW for 5. The score at this stage, Warwickshire 198 for 9. The 200 came up for Warwickshire and the batting point, and then Jack Brooks was introduced into the attack, and from the first delivery, Bell edged him down the leg side and was caught by Bairstow for 97. 200 all out, a splendid performance by Yorkshire, and Warwickshire 244 behind and asked to follow on by Andrew Gale. In the follow-on, Warwickshire 2 for no wicket, battling hard to avoid defeat. Yorkshire pushing for victory. William Porterfield opened up the afternoon session with a lovely drive for 4 off Tim Bresnham in the follow-on innings. And Chopra for a time looked more composed as Warwickshire started the long haul to try and avoid defeat. But Brooks is in a fine vein of form at the moment and bowling really well. He found the edge of Porterfield's back and live held on its slip, Porterfield out for 6. The likelihood of a 3-day victory for Yorkshire increased at this time as Chopra was then plumb LBW to Bresnham, out for 13. Ian Bell, 97 in the first innings, was now back at the crease, 90 minutes after being dismissed in the first innings. He started with a fluent boundary off Bresnham. But then Laurie Evans misjudged a Brooks delivery and was clean bowled for naught. Warwickshire in dire distress, 25 for the loss of 3 wickets. Then the big wicket. Ian Bell caught in the slips by Williamson off Bresnham for 4. Brooks weighed in with another one, Jarvid LBW for 5, and Warwickshire in real trouble at 31 for 5. Tim Ambrose had an escape as he was dropped in the slips by Live, and then Bresnham then put down Wokes. But despite the slips, Yorkshire still well on charge. For a time, Warwickshire started to build a stubborn partnership with the still anxious moments for the 2 batsmen Ambrose and Wokes. But the resistance was broken when Ambrose was bowled by Patterson for 28 with the score on 80. Barker became another victim for Patterson as he edged behind to Bairstow for 4. Warwickshire at this stage 84 for 7. Rain came and the players scurried off. But was it to be terminal for the day? Well, we were teasing you a short time ago about them getting back on. But I tell you what, the umpires worked very hard, as did the ground staff, and they got back on at 6:15 and the wait was worthwhile. First over, Brooks had Patel caught by Live in the slips, and Brooks had got another one, 84 for 8. Jones arrived at the crease. He seemed to be in trouble from the start. He soon went, lasting just 8 balls before being LBW to Plunkett for naught. The celebrations were about to start because next ball it was all over. A lovely catch by Bresnham in the gully area to remove right, and 2 in 2 for Plunkett. So a Yorkshire win by an innings and 155 runs, the best performance of the season by far. Brooks 4 for 37, but it was not just individual joy. The performance and quality from the team was first class. Warwickshire were bowled out for 89 and a Yorkshire win, as we say, by an innings and 155 runs. That was pretty emphatic, and I tell you what, it's nice to have the 23 points as well. Excellent stuff from Yorkshire.